Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, recapping yesterday's lesson, first and foremost, welcome to you all on behalf of Ihyaaus Bolton and Kashiful Al-Huda Preston. I hope you are all well and enjoying and reaping the rewards of a spiritual month of Ramadan. So let's go over yesterday's lines. Inshallah, if you are children listening to me, I am going to take this cursor to the letter. Before I shout out the answer, why don't you have a go and let's see if you are saying the correct sound. So let's start. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. First letter, Fa, coming joined at the beginning. Second letter, Dal, joined at the beginning, middle, or end. So you will say ending. This one, Lam, join at the beginning, middle, or end. Beginning. And then this letter, sound, Noon, join in the beginning, middle, or end. Middle. Well done. Then this letter, this goes. And then this letter is Jim, beginning, middle, or ending. It's at the beginning. This letter here, Wa, join at the beginning, middle, or end. Concentrate. End. And then this letter here, what's the letter? Let's recognize the letter. Sound is Ha. And is it coming joined at the beginning, middle, or end? What can you see? It's the middle. This letter, Sin, beginning, middle, or end? End. And then this letter, Ta, beginning, middle, or end? End. What's this letter here? Ya, beginning, middle, or end? End. It's coming joined at the end. And then this letter here, Oin, say the sound, Oin, full mouth. Is it coming at the beginning, middle, or end? Beginning. This letter, sound, recognize it, Fa, and is it coming joined at the beginning, middle, or end? End. Well done. And then this one, Sod, say the Sod, full mouth. Don't circle your lips, don't say Swa. Sod, beginning, middle, or end? Beginning, join at the beginning, alhamdulillah. This letter sound, Kaf, is it coming at the beginning, middle, or end? Joined. Remember, it's all about recognizing the letters when they are coming in a sequence of joined letters, and you've got to recognize the letter and understand whether it's coming joined at the beginning, middle, or end. It's coming in the middle. And this sound here, remember there's something on here. So the sound of this letter is Hamza. It's a Hamza, isn't it? So where will you find this shape? Beginning, middle, or end of joined letters? Beginning. Sound of this letter, Mim, beginning, middle, or end? Beginning, joined at the beginning. What's the sound of this letter? Or is it coming in the beginning, middle, or end? End. And then now this letter, what's the sound? Rain, middle of the throat, rain. Now where is this letter coming? Will you find such a letter in the beginning, middle, or end of a word, joined, or in a word? So if you've got joined letters, you will find this in the middle. What's this letter here? Sound the letter first. Or if you make the correct sound, that means you've recognized it. And then the pronunciation is also important. Or. Will you find this in the beginning, middle, or end of joined letters? And this sound of this letter, Ha, will we find it in the beginning, middle, or end? And this letter here, Alif, will we find the Alif over here? Will we find it in the beginning, middle, or end of a sequence of joined letters? And And then this letter here, sound. Tha, beginning, middle, or end. Joined in the beginning, middle, or end of a sequence of joined letters. In a sequence of joined letters, it is a beginning. And the sound of this letter, ho, ho, full mouth. Will you find such a ha in the beginning, middle, or end of sequence of joined letters? Beginning. This letter here, sin, beginning, middle, or end? Middle, because there's a letter that can join here and here. Now this sound of this letter, off, off, off. So what's the sound? Where will we find such a qaf? This shape here, you will find it in the beginning, middle, or end. Come on, shout the answer, children. Beginning. It will come in the beginning of a couple of joined letters. If you've got 3 joined letters, this will be letter 1. You understand? And then this letter here, sound the letter first. Bod. Bod. And will you find this in, if you've got 3 joined letters, will it be letter 1, 2, or 3? Beginning, middle, or end? It's going to be the end one, letter 3. And then this one, the sound, oin. Will you find it, if you have 3 joined letters, will it be letter 1, 2, or 3? Beginning, middle, or end? And well done. So inshallah we'll go through another 3 lines. Remember, step 1, recognize the letter. Step 2, pronounce the letter correctly. If they can pronounce a letter but not recognize, they won't be able to move on. It's very important that they recognize and then they execute the sound correctly. So this letter over here, who can tell me what is the sound of this letter? Wa. The pronunciation is wa. Question is, if we have 3 joined letters, 1, 2, and 3, which letter will this be? Number 1, 2, or 3? Beginning, middle, or end? It's going to be in the beginning. So what letter is this? Rain. Come on, shout out the answer. Beginning, middle, or end? Beginning, joined in the beginning. Well, what is the sound of this letter? Meme. What's it called? Meme. Will you see this meme in a sequence of joined letters at the beginning, or in the middle, or at the end? Answer is middle. What's this letter over here? Come on, look where the dot is. It's a ba. Remember, we did this one here, noon. Now we've got ba here. So this is a ba. Ba. The question is will you see such a ba in a sequence of joined letters at the beginning, middle, or end? So if you've got 3 letters, 1, 2, and 3 letters, if you've got 3, will this be letter 1, letter 2, or letter 3? Letter 2 is the middle one, so it's going to be letter 2. What's the sound of this letter? Recognize the letter. Come on, if you recognize it, you will say the sound correctly. Lam. And as you can see, is it coming? Can you tell me if it's going to be joined in? If this the shape of a lamb when it is joining with letters in the middle? So if it's in the middle, there will be letters before and after. Is it the first letter or is it the last letter? It's the middle one, because we can join a letter here and here. What's the sound of this letter? Ta. Ta with the 2 dots. And this is the shape and form of ta when it comes joined at the beginning of a sequence of joined letters. So if you've got 3 joined letters, letter 1, letter 2, letter 3. Letter 1 is beginning, letter 2 is middle, and letter 3 is the end. This is going to be letter 1. What letter is this? Say the sound. Jim. Beginning, middle, or end? Middle. And then this letter, sound. Kaf. Kaf. So when I'm saying the sounds, I want you to say the sounds with me. Kaf. Now is it at the beginning, middle, or end? Joined at the end. And then this one, sound. Ha. Sound is ha. You will see this ha joined in a sequence of joined letters. Will it be at the beginning, middle, or end? beginning. Well done. Now this letter over here with 2 dots, what's the sound? Ya. You will see this ya. Will you see it in the beginning, middle, or end? Beginning, middle, or end. In the middle, inshallah, you can have a letter here and here. What's the sound of this letter? Look where the dots are. Look at the shape. Pay attention. What's the sound? Qaf. What's the sound? Qaf. Ta has 2 dots and Qaf has 2 dots, but ta, the shape of the ta is different to Qaf. You understand, children? And anyone else who is taking benefit from this video. Qaf. And then this letter here. So now, question, will you see this Qaf in the beginning, middle, or end of in the sequence of joined letters? Middle. And remember, I told you, I said it yesterday, that you could have 3 joined letters, but it doesn't necessarily mean that all the letters will always be joined. You could have 4 letters in a word, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the first 3, letter 1, 2, and 3 of the 4-letter word can be joined, and the last letter, letter 4, can come in the standalone position. Do you understand? And inshallah, this will be very clearly and evidently demonstrated from the word diagrams. This letter over here, Noon, it will come at the end, joined with other letters before it. The sound of this letter is Sheen, coming at the end. Sound of this letter, Noon, coming at the beginning. This letter, Fa, where will it come? Beginning, middle, or end? Middle. This letter over here, Sheen, beginning, middle, or end? Shout out the answer, children. Sheen will, this is the shape of Sheen, you will see at the beginning of joined letters. And then this one, look at this, remember, it's got the shape of a Ya, but it's got a small Hamza on top. So this is a Hamza. What is it? Hamza. Say it, Hamza. This is a Hamza. So where will you see such a Hamza? Beginning, middle, or end? And the sound of this letter, Ha. What is it? Ha. Will you see this Ha in the beginning, middle, or end? Middle. Sound of this letter, Seen, joined at the beginning. Letter sound, Za, joined at the end. Ho, joined where? Beginning, middle, end. And so Seen, Za, Ho. The sound of this letter, Lam. Will you see this Lam in the beginning, middle, or end in a sequence of joined letters? Beginning. The sound of this letter, Ba. Beginning, middle, or end? Beginning. Sound of this letter, concentrate, follow the shape, Alif. It's Alif, remember that's Lam. Lam goes this way and Alif will come this way. And if there's nothing after this shape of an Alif, this is a sign that this is an Alif sound, and this has to be recognized as an Alif. This is Alif, okay, and it's coming in the joined position. It is shape of a joined Alif at the end of joined letters. The sound of this letter is Ta. Now this Ta here, is it coming in the beginning, middle, or end? Look at the whole Ta. Concentrate on the before and after of the letter. It's the middle. This is what Ta will look like when it is joined in the middle of a word. And then this sound of this letter, Dod. Dod. No circling with the lips, full mouth. Dod. When the gums of the molars and the premolars, when the side of the tongue touches the gums of the molars and the premolars, the upper molars and the premolars, either left or right. And then this one, so it's the shape of a board coming at the beginning. And this one is the last letter, Tha. Letter Tha you will find this ta in a sequence of joint letters? Will you find it in the beginning, middle, or end? Answer is end. So inshallah, go through all these letters. First and foremost, recognize, pronounce correctly, and then try to understand that where will I find such a letter? Will it be at the beginning of a sequence of joint letters, or at the end of a sequence of joint letters? And then also make sure every single day we need to access the very first lesson in which we are practicing the pronunciation. You must practice pronunciation every single day without fail. And then, so lesson 1 is a must every day, and then lesson 9, 10, 11 accordingly. But inshallah, by doing this, the children will become excellent recognizers and pronouncers of the Arabic alphabet, or anyone else who is refreshing, recapping, and is learning and taking benefit from these videos. First and foremost, let us pray that Allah accepts this teaching of ours in His courts and makes our purpose and aim easy, which is to try and ultimately become great reciters of the Quran, and at the same time we want Allah to become happy with us. So inshallah, see you all tomorrow. On behalf of Ihyaaus Sunnah and Kashiful Al-Huda, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.